Who do you think is the wild card this year?
One that I've been really surprised with this past year, or so far this season is...
What's up guys, it's Kylie coming at you with some season previews.
Hey guys, this is Modline News. I'm Cassie and we interviewed a cross-country runner, Grace Beck.
How do you feel about the new coaches?
You know, it's kind of different, I'm not gonna lie. Mr. Pickett always wants to lift and us to be jacked, which is really different, but I think it's a good factor that we are working as hard as we can.
How do you think this year's season is going to go?
I think it's gonna go really good. Based on our first two meets, they could not have gone any better. So it's going really good, already super proud of the team.
How did you prepare for the beginning of cross-country season?
Every summer I run in a club called Hilltoppers, and it's pretty intense, running 2 days a week in the heat of summer, and I ran that all with Chloe Bristow.
How do you deal with stress before a meet?
I usually listen to music. I have a little playlist of like happy songs, so it puts me in a good mood.
How are the relationships this year between teammates?
Oh, they're so good. We all feel so proud of each other and we take pride in our work and in each other.
How do you feel the coaching this year is different from last?
Since there's actually two coaches that are always running with us now, it's more accountability, which is different. And we also have a lifting coach, which is something completely new that we've never had before.
What are your goals for the season?
So overall, I just want to have a great season and be happy, but to get down to it, my individual goal is to break 20 minutes and to get top 15 at state. I think as a team, we can have a few girls do that, and as a team, we all really want to get top 3 at state.
What do you think some of the strengths are as a team?
Definitely the pride that we have in each other. We all push each other. We run together, we work hard, and we have fun.
What are some of the weaknesses that the team has to overcome this season?
Sometimes we get in little ruts where we all complain, and that's really hard to get out of.
What are some challenges you're going to face this season?
Some challenges. We definitely have some good teams in our district and in our conference, so it's a matter of getting the points we need to do and dropping the times.
What is your chances of getting to state this season?
I think we have a pretty good chance at state. Right now, pretty early in the season, we're ranked pretty high, and we have 3 girls that are individually ranked top 15, so I think it's looking pretty good. I don't want to count my blessings before they happen, but I think we got a good chance.
Who do you think is the wild card this year?
I think that Hannah Even is the wild card this year. She works so hard and she is always getting PRs, and she's so proud of her PRs. She works hard. She deserves to be the fastest person in the world, I think. Everybody loves her, so Hannah Even.
We interviewed a volleyball player, Tiffany Wright, and we also interviewed Coach Mara, and this is what they said.
I'm Tiffany Wright. I'm a junior at Denver High School, and I play volleyball.
How do you feel about the coaches this year?
I think the coaches are good because we have a very young coaching staff at the moment, and that is not only good for like on the court, they are able to join us in with our drills, conditioning, lifting, and stuff like that, but it's also good because they're closer in our age, so then they can help us with like off the court situations too.
How did you prepare for the beginning of volleyball?
Sorry.
It's good. How did you prepare for the beginning of volleyball season?
I went to 2-a-days. We had a couple team camps throughout the summer. We had open gyms and just like spending time with our team, like team bonding experiences.
How do you think this year's season is going to go?
I think this year's season could go pretty good if we just try to stay on top and always communicate and just work as a team. I think we could do good.
How do you deal with stress before games?
I listen to music and just dance around, do fun things with my teammates, and like at school talk with all my friends and just have a good time.
How are the relationships this year between teammates?
I think our relationships are really good. We are all super close in age. We only have juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, so we've all known each other for a while, and I think that our team chemistry is just really well and are really good, and we're like a big family together.
What are your goals for this season?
Our goals for this season are on the court and off the court. we want to become more involved with our community and try to get the kids at a younger age more involved with the program so we can hopefully set the standard for them and improve Denver volleyball as a whole.
I'm Mara Forsyth and I'm the head volleyball coach.
How do you feel about being the volleyball coach this year?
I'm very excited. I've got to build some of the relationships with the girls, especially built off last year, so it's really exciting to step into that position.
How do you think this year's season is going to go?
I think this year will be a lot of learning. We have a lot of young athletes on our team this year, which I think is a really good thing because these girls will have the opportunity to play together for multiple years. But I think it's definitely a different team dynamic, and the girls really enjoy being on the court together.
How did you prepare for the beginning of the volleyball season?
So I kind of asked the girls what their goals were for the season, and I had them answer certain questions, knowing about how we were going to approach this season and what we were going to do to make sure all of these girls were meeting the goals for themselves and for this program. So when designing what our focuses were going to be on, it kind of went off that. So the girls' focus were community, involvement, as well as like dedication within this program. So we came up with different practice plans, different team building activities, different community activities that were going to help meet all of those goals prior to season.
How are the relationships this year between teammates?
I think they're awesome. Everyone's really welcoming. There's not any really seniority that's held. They're all kind of on the same page of just wanting to better themselves and their program. I think they all have relationships on and off of the court that I think helps us tremendously.
What are your goals for the season?
My goals for the season, obviously I'd like to win volleyball games and make it to state. I think that would be awesome. But again, I want to make it kind of an environment that girls are enjoying and a very inviting kind of teamwork atmosphere where we're able to kind of set our goals and try to accomplish them one-on-one and break it apart little bit by little bit, where the girls are able to learn a lot more life skills necessarily than just solely focus on the outcome of all of our games.
What are some challenges you and your team will have to face this season?
I think being young is going to be a challenge that we are currently facing, just because all of the nerves and lack of confidence stepping onto the floor. I think that's something the girls are trying to overcome, as well as expecting more. I don't think there's been a lot of expectations for this program and the girls individually, and we're kind of changing that. We're holding them to a higher standard, so we're able to make some of the changes and see some of the outcomes that we're hoping to see through this year.
Who do you think is the wild card this year?
The wild card? What do you mean by wild card?
Like, who do you think is going to surprise you?
Surprise me. They're all so surprising. One that I've been really surprised with this past year, or so far this season, is Allison Bonnet. Last year, she was our JV player, and the amount of growth that she has made over the summer and all the open gyms and the lifting that she's done, like, she is definitely our go-to hitter and somebody that all of her hard work has clearly proved herself.
Thank you for watching Mile Wide News. I hope you enjoyed our first video, and we'll come back for more.